Good afternoon, Narelle Walk-On here from Mackay, Queensland, Australia. It's lovely to have you here, and it's lovely to be here once again to share more details about my journey on the carnivore way of eating. So welcome everyone. If you're seeing this in the future, please subscribe, like, share. It is important, I think, when we do something different in our lives that we're able to share our journey so that others feel comfortable in sharing their journeys. If, for instance, you would like to come on and we can have a chat about your journey, I would love to see you here and would welcome you to share a part of what you have done, why you came into carnivore lifestyle, how you sort of started that, what were your ups and downs, and so that when people start to look or research about carnivore, they can actually feel comfortable in knowing that others have been there before. And they feel more comfortable in knowing that they can share a part of their journey within the carnivore lifestyle way of eating. So again, my name is Narelle Walk-On. I'm coming to you on Carnivore Aussie style. I am an Australian lady and I have started carnivore. It will be coming up for 7 months next week on the 30th, whenever that falls. I think it's about a week or so away yet. But yeah, what a journey it has been. Now, today you would have seen a video in the beginning of this that went through a little few different things as to, tips and sort of things about what carnivore and how it can help you. Remembering, I'm not a doctor, neither am I a health professional, and I don't make any claims to any of the information I give except that it's mine and it belongs to me in the sense of my story. So one of the things, and I do a lot of research because I had and still have just a little bit type 2 diabetes, and that was my main reason coming into the carnivore way of eating was because I had sort of researched. I'd got to a point where I thought, you know what, I just have had enough of giving myself insulin and taking tablets, because these things tend to control your life. You can't go anywhere without knowing that you need to prick your finger, see what your blood sugars are and things like that. So that was my reason for coming or starting onto the carnivore lifestyle way of eating. So I want to share things with you today. And if you go back over the video, you will see these things that I want to share. So one of the things that I found about carnivore and starting, and yes, in the beginning, it's a little bit different, but isn't everything when we start something new? So you do your own research, you look into things. What are you doing it for? What are the results that you may want to look at? One of the things I found with the way that I was eating, as opposed to eating on carnivore or eating carnivore lifestyle, was it's simple and it's satiating. So satiating means that you eat till you're full. And it's very simple. Years and years, how many of you, particularly women, that cooked or had that same question every night: what are we going to have for dinner? What do your kids want for dinner? You ask maybe your husband, if you have one, your partner, and you're always thinking about, what are we having for dinner? What are we having for dinner? It seems to be dinner time that's more questionable, I suppose, because you may be working, you may be tired, you may have had just one of those days that, just has you thinking, I just don't feel like cooking dinner tonight. A lot of the younger generation now tend to buy out takeaway foods and things like that. People around my age, we've been cooking for a long, long time. So it's simple. So a carnivore diet eliminates food decisions, focusing on nutrition-dense, animal-based meals that keep you fuller longer. So you can imagine, if you're having a piece of steak, some eggs, bacon, it's up to you as to what sort of meat you eat. They do say grass-fed is better, but I know many of the doctors that I research and follow say that getting started and just going on a basically meat-based or high protein is really important. So have a look at that. Not everybody can afford to race out and buy the best meat on the market. So start where you can. Now, one of the things I suppose I found was it reduced my cravings. So when you're eating high protein and you cut out those carbs and you cut out the sugars, your body starts to burn energy from your fat, not from the sugars that you had in your body. So it reduces the cravings. And I have, for the last quite a few weeks now, only been having one meal a day. And sometimes I just don't feel like eating at all. But I do, because I am still a diabetic and I am still taking a very small, minimal amount. Now, that was the big thing for me, is that it has reduced. I haven't taken insulin now for 3 weeks, which is a big yay for me. Anyone on insulin would know, like I said, it controls your life. It tends to, everywhere you go, you're thinking about insulin. Is it in the fridge? I've got to keep it cold. What am I going to do? How much do I need? Where am I going? What am I going to eat? All of those things play a big part of being a diabetic. So you really sort of have to look at that, where you are sitting on the diabetic scale. I was always a very well-controlled diabetic, but I was still having to take tablets and insulin. So to be off insulin altogether is just truly amazing. 3 weeks now. And the tablets that I've been taking, I've reduced down from 2 full ones of 1,000 milligrams down to just a quarter to a half once a day. Sometimes I don't really need it either. So I'm just taking it easy, step by step, day by day. And that's how carnivore lifestyle way of eating should be for everyone who comes on, as far as my opinion goes, is that you start and you look at the reason why, okay, the reason why you want to do this and try it. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's a big one. Most people, are taking a multitude of tablets or prescriptions from their doctor. What are they? Have you researched them? What are the side effects? How are they affecting your body? And is there something natural that you could be doing rather than having all those prescriptions? So this is the reason why I share my story, is because of the things that I've gone through. So remembering also, if you have watched here before, I have had open heart surgery. I had a triple bypass back in 2015. Like I said, it got to the stage where, even though I wasn't feeling too bad, I was just controlled by these drugs, which I don't want to do anymore. And I'm sure that there's many out there who don't want to do that, but don't know if there's a way out of that. They trust their doctor. Doctors aren't what they used to be. No longer is it about nutritional value, but it's about writing scripts and things like that. Remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a natural therapist or any of those people. I'm just Narelle Walk-On, having done a lot of research myself. So the other one is gut friendly. Now, gut friendly, because you're simplifying what you're eating. A lot of people think, yeah, but red meat, it's going to cause this and it's going to cause that. The thing is, meat is very high in protein, and red meat, I don't eat red meat every day. I find that I was never ever a big steak lover. However, I do have bacon, or I do have chicken very occasionally. I'm not a big chicken lover. I do enjoy fish and any seafood. My son and I will buy a kilo of fresh prawns that are amazing at the moment, and we'll sit down and eat those for dinner. That's a really good way of getting your omega-3s and some other nutrients as well that's found in seafoods. Again, do your research as to what is good for you and what is going to benefit your body, or those things that are happening in your body. Look, it's very rare these days that you find somebody that you know, friend, or you're talking to somebody that hasn't got a health problem. And that's why we need to start looking at these things and saying, well, what can we do about this, and what actually works? So it is gut friendly. It stops bloating. People think, but yeah, you need fiber, but you don't. Trust me, your body is going to adapt in the best way possible, knowing that our God made our bodies amazing to be able to do these things, So the other one is high quality nutrition. So rich in essential nutrients like protein, iron, B vitamins, and also, the muscle health and overall vitality. So this is what you want to start feeling again. You want to start feeling and living life, not being controlled by where you should go or when or what you should take with you or the tablets that you need or the insulin that you need. It really is important to sit down and have a think about this, as in a change of eating for life. I have taken it on as a lifestyle change that may not suit you straight up. And as I suggest to people that if you research the carnivore and you're not ready to take that leap of faith, then start with ketovore, which allows you a few low carb vegetables. And it might be easier to transition from the ketovore into carnivore. Like I said, I went cold turkey. I just decided one day after much research, particularly because of my heart, and I listened to a heart surgeon who spoke about carnivore and how good it was for my body. I have found that I have lost about nearly 9 kilograms. I didn't do it for weight loss, but obviously my body needs to lose a bit of weight. Excuse me. Feeling fantastic, looking better. I've lost. I had. Well, I'm a little bit pinged because I didn't measure myself, because I really didn't do it for the weight loss or transitioning down in sizes. But I'm trying on. I had to go out and buy some new clothes, and I was quite surprised as to what fitted, and in the sizing. So that that was a big plus for me in a sense. The fact I needed new clothes anyway, but to go out and be able to just try on things that you may not have looked at before. I'm not a big dress wearer. I love to wear shorts and a t-shirt or long pants and that sort of thing. For the first time, I've been buying dresses, and I'm really loving that femininity side of being able to do that, and feeling comfortable in doing it. I get a lot of remarks, I get a lot of comments about how I'm looking, how much weight I have lost. And that's, you sometimes need that along the way. So support is here. Support is wherever you want to find it, and it is everywhere online to do with carnivore. However, I would love for you to come along and certainly look at or listen to my stories so far. So I come on every week. It's Carnivore Aussie style. I do have a Facebook page, and I'll just pop over to that now, just so that you can see where we are. There we go. So Carnivore Aussie style, and there we go. So I have a few things on there. I'm also getting, not interviewed, but I was interviewed on Carnivore Apex Predators Do Not Craze. It's called The Lion's Den. Marty DeGamo and Chris Johnson, who are both from the USA, they are both on carnivore lifestyle eating. Marty is more what they call lion diet, if you want to call it a diet. He eats basically red meat, water, salt. He's lost over 100 pounds or close to 100 pounds. Chris fell off the wagon a little bit when he broke his couple of ribs, and he's back on and losing weight. Both, amazing guys, amazing friends that I've made online, that's for sure. And yeah, so you'll see a couple of videos that I make, a couple of posts, some food that I've cooked, the nice muffins, and just some that I share from YouTube over onto my Facebook page as well. So have a look at that. There's some food that I cooked. Now, I'm not a professional chef, so they don't look 100% fantastic, but there is plenty of information there for you to have a look at. Like I said, reach out to me, and if you want to share your story, because I think it's important, because we all have a different story. So I'll just come back to me. I am a published author. My book is Blonde Roots. I survived and triumphed over sexual, physical, and mental abuse. There are many things that I have had in my life where it's been quite traumatic. And I think you get to a certain age where you let go of the crap. And I did that quite a while ago. And it was now time to bring it back to looking after me. So I've done a lot of inner work on myself in the sense of learning how to love myself again and being able to, share the wisdom that I've learnt from my journey in life. So I just wanted to say also that I went away last week. My son and I went off. My great niece Mimi has cerebral palsy. She's 12 years old, and we did a fundraiser for her. I did one online, but I also went down and visited the family in a place called Bundaberg in Queensland. We had a wonderful time together sharing with family, and it was wonderful. Now, a lot of people I found, some people, like even my sisters, I have 5 sisters, some of them were like, well, how long are you going to be doing this for? And it's like, for the rest of my life, because if it's changed me in such a short time into how I feel and how I enjoy the journey, like I really feel quite a difference in my life, and I want you to feel the same. But anyway, we went away and stayed with my elder sister and her husband, and it was really fantastic that she accommodated for the way that I eat. So she had steak available, bacon, eggs, butter, all of those things which are high protein. There was no carbs, there was no sugars, and we went over to visit another sister, and there was cakes and tarts and caramel tarts, one of my old favorites. And it just sat there in front of me, and I wasn't tempted at all, because I know that it's going to affect my diabetes. Diabetes is caused because of that. There is a insulin resistance, and we have to be very, very careful on what we eat. So if you keep feeding yourself with sugars or high carbs, then you're going to remain, a diabetic, and you're going to remain wanting and craving those things. So why not give it a try? Why not try carnivore and see how it goes for you? We say 90 days is a period of time, and you will find that your life will change around. It really has made a difference to many people that I speak to, and there's many here in Australia. Australia is probably, well, I wouldn't say we're behind, but we're certainly looking at the way that we have changed the way that we eat, and looking at why is our country so sick? Why is our country so overweight? Obesity is just off the charts. Too much processed food, too much, takeaways, too much plastics in a sense, because oils, seed oils, none of those things are good for you. Margarine, you might as well just throw it in the bin, because it's one molecule away from plastic. There are many things. Like I said, I've been researching for my own health for many years, and I have tried different things from time to time, diets and things like that. But this is the first time that I had actually chosen something because of the research that I had done, and said, you know what, this is what I'm going to try. It went past 90 days. Like I said, I'm nearly at 7 months now, and I'm feeling fantastic. I'm a little tired in the eyes because I have been away and had a big train trip home and things like that. So it takes a little bit for the eyes to come back to feeling better. But I want to thank you once again for being here. Remember to pop over to my Facebook page, Carnivore Aussie Style. If you are new to my channel, or you find this video down the track, please subscribe, like, share, and ring the bell for notifications. I go live every week on a Thursday afternoon. And if you want to share a part of who you are and your journey within the carnivore lifestyle, I would love to hear from you. And I would love for our listeners to be able to listen to your side of your story and how it has helped you. So we do have a couple that we're bringing on down the track, but take a look out for the notifications when I come live on a Thursday. And like I said, I usually go live every second week now on the Lion's Den, which you should get notifications for as well. So it's Thursday afternoon, the 21st of November. I wish you all a fantastic afternoon, evening, also a fun-filled Friday, and a fantastic and restful weekend. So thank you so much for joining me. Love to you all, and thank you for being who you are. Bye for now.